What's up, y'all? It's your boy Lakeem on the Bop Originator. Shout out to Urban Grind TV. Salute. I'm rocking with y'all.
Hello, this is Tamiko Dixon, the granddaughter of the Blues Willie Dixon, and you're listening to Urban Grind TV.
Yeah. If you don't know, it's the boy Illinois. You can call me Illy on Urban Grind TV Booth Radio. Yeah.
This your girl, Miss Breezy, and you're watching Urban Grind TV.
What up? It's your big homie Fiend for the money. Bump. You're now tuned into Urban Grind TV. You dig?
Yo, it's the Pride of the East Side, DJ MH Tutter, and we live in Smokey Studios. And I'm blessed, man, to be standing here with a legend, an icon. This man not only helped other people's careers, he took his career international, and he's been doing this thing, I ain't going to say, but I want to say 20 plus, 25 plus. Blok Club DJs, founder, man. DJ Sluggo is in the building. How you doing, sir?
Staying out the way.
You ain't staying out the way, man.
Staying out the way. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm blessed. That's all I can say. I'm blessed.
No doubt. So I consider one of the pioneers of the whole juke movement. How did you even get into producing and starting juke?
I used to, back in the days, I was doing house music, and where I grew up at, house music was kind of too slow for us, so we decided to, somebody had said to us, well, if you don't like it, then change it. So that's what we decided to do. I went and got me a R70 drum machine, and the rest was history. It's like, wait a minute, I can curse on records? Oh, okay. Put some cursing behind some beats, and so actually we really made the records for the hood. We never expected it to be where it's at now. People to be saying that it's an actual genre of music. So, it is what it is.
Absolutely. So with that said, I know you've been able to travel internationally with it. Like, explain that feeling, like from where it started and what you did, what you unexpectedly did to where it is now. Like, how does that feel?
The feeling, like international, like when you get off that plane and you actually put your feet on international soil, man, that's a whole nother ball game. And it took it was Terry Hunter. I was on the phone with Terry Hunter when I got to Italy, and he was letting me know, like, now you are officially an international DJ. And I didn't understand it until when I actually got back home and was like, whoa, like, you can put that stamp on you as an international DJ. You've actually been overseas and DJ'd overseas. So, right after that, then I went to Belgium. Then right after Belgium, I went to Ireland. So it was, it's a blessing, man. Like, it's unexplainable, like, to go from the Robert Taylor homes, DJing on the porch, to DJing in front of thousands overseas. Like, you can't make that up. Like, you can't write that story. It has to happen, and you have to see it happening. So, I'm blessed, man. I can't. That's all I can say. I'm blessed, and everybody that books me overseas, thank you. You know what I'm saying? But I love it, man. Like, if I could, I always tell people if I could do it for free, I would, because I love ghetto house music that much. You know what I mean? So that's simple.
Let's fast forward a little bit. You started Blok Club DJs 10 years ago now?
It was actually 11 years ago. My cousin Bang reminded me of that, but it's really 10 years. Like, the reason I say 10 years, yeah, Bang's my cousin. No, not Jam Bang, Bangs. So it's really 10 years, and the reason I say 10 years is because we didn't officially do the paperwork. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, like, lately I've been telling people, if you want to meet with me or sit down with me, bring your paperwork with you, because I want my business to do business with your business. I don't want to do what I want to say, one-on-one business with people. If it's not I don't want to do personal business with people anymore. So it's like, let my company do business with your company. You bring your paperwork, I bring my paperwork. We sit down, we do business. So we've been officially a DJ crew paying taxes for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you're a business. So I don't know how to say it no simpler than that. You know what I'm saying?
What made you start Blok Club?
I was in New York at the DJ Awards in New York. And no diss to them, but it was just like they didn't treat us right in the Midwest. We were there, and it was like, man, it was like they had their crews, they had their DJs, and, they was, family. But it's like I felt like an outsider there. But after it was over with, you know, DJs kicking with DJs. So, you know, all of the DJs like, oh, you guys from the Midwest, y'all from Chicago. And, you know, we had a few conversations in Q-Bird. Okay. I was talking to him, and I was telling him about the DJ things and the crews and whatever. And he was like, well, you know, Chicago don't have it, then start your own crew. And I was like, yeah, I was telling him, like, I used to be violating. He was like, yeah, that's cool, but, you know, go back and do your own thing. Oh, okay, all right, cool. So, you know, somebody had already told me to do it, you know, and then, I was Violator at one point, and we had did Violator Juke Squad DJs in Chicago, and it took off, but then, you know, when Chris Lighty passed, it was like, I really wasn't feeling it no more, so it was like, I'm just going to do my own thing. So I sat with my cousin Bang, and at that particular time, he had Blok Club Music Group, and we didn't have a name for the DJ crew, we just all knew we wanted to leave. And, you know, I think we were like 100-something deep at the time. And we was like, you know what, we're all just going to leave. And everybody that want to stay, you can go do whatever you want to do. We're all going, and we didn't even know where we were going. We were just leaving. And then when we got over there and sat down with him, we was like, well, y'all Blok Club Music Group. We just going to call it Blok Club DJs. And we had did it. I don't know if y'all know the artist Check Famous. We really actually became a DJ crew in order to push him. And then he quit. I hope he sees this. Like, he just quit on us. Like, he's just like, I ain't rapping no more. And we were like, whoa, okay, so who do we push now? You know what I'm saying? And the rest is history. We just started just pushing everybody, you know. And we was like, let's just get multiple R&B and rap artists and people like that, because we can't just be on one person because he quit. You know, so that was basically how it happened.
So you're about to celebrate the 10-year anniversary this February, correct?
Yeah.
Talk about that. What should people expect?
A celebration. Yes, we're gonna say. I mean, it's for us. It's just this year we're focusing on the DJ. Like, it's gonna be about my DJ. It's 10 years of us. You know what I mean? So, and people gonna come in and celebrate us with us. You know, so everything's gonna be based around. Like, I even cut the performances down. I hope you can come and do a set for me. No, I said on camera. Like, I hope you can do a set for me. All right, I'll make sure you do it before we leave. So. Yeah, thank you. It's about the DJ this year. So it's like I'm going to have DJs coming in who aren't Blok Club come in and do a 15-minute set for me. It's about the DJs. So I got rid of 5 acts. You know, we usually have 10 acts every year. I got rid of 5 acts and said, no, I don't need no performances. Let the DJ perform. You know what I'm saying? So the DJs are going to perform this year. So we're going to have an exhibition of just DJs. Mad Jazz is coming. He's going to do a set for me. Pound for Pound has agreed to do a set. Who else? JT the Don, he's agreed to do a set. So, and you just agreed to do a set. So, and I'm probably gonna get one more DJ. 5 DJs, 15-minute set. Y'all come in, kill it, and it's about the DJ. We got the cameras on everybody, because, you know, I got everybody come with the cameras. Like, focus on the DJ. The performances are great, and shouts out to Brooklyn Queen. She's the main act for that night, but it's about the DJ this year. You know what I'm saying? 10 years, that's a long time to be a DJ crew, you know, and keep it together and still be rolling, especially when you're in Chicago. So, you know, that's what we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate the DJ this year.
When is it, and when can people get tickets and all that good stuff?
You can get tickets right now. I got them in the car if you need me to bring them back up. You can go on what is that? Eventbrite, or you can go to blockclubdjs.com. It's blinking up there. You just click on there. And then this February the 25th, it's in a nice, beautiful, safe environment in Bolingbrook. If anybody came last year, they know what it was. It's a beautiful place. Stage is made like the House of Blues. It's a beautiful place. So artists who performed on that stage were like amazed. You know what I mean? The sound system is off the chain, the food is off the chain, and it's a diverse environment. You know, it's not just, you know, it's a lot of areas. It's a mix. That's what I love about out there. So if it's 431 West Bowden Road, Bolingbrook, Illinois, February 25th, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. on a Sunday. So you can come right after church and come hang out with us. Praise God, then come on hang out with us.
No doubt. So for people who living under a rock, or buried their head in the sand somewhere, and who not in tune with DJ Sluggo, where can they find you at on social media?
Oh, DJSluggomusic.com. DJSLUGGOMUSIC.com. Everything else is there.
DJ MH Twitter, DJ Sluggo, Urban Grind TV. We out.
It's your boy DJ Sluggo, Blok Club DJs officially in the building. And you are now watching Urban Grind TV. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? It's your man Rusty Blade here at Smokey Studios, and to the right of me I have a legend of the city. And if you've been under a rock and you don't know who this man is, Every CD you ever listen to, anything dealing with music, it come right here from Chicago's very own George Daniels. How you doing?
I'm in good shape. How's everything with you?
Man, everything is groovy. I'm glad to be sitting here talking to you because one thing we as people, it's good to always get knowledge from our elders. Always sit down and have a conversation with one of your elders if you never do, because it's a vast array of knowledge from this man right here. So can you tell me what's going on?
I appreciate the way you just explained that, because it's all about a journey through life and the uniqueness about the hip-hop community, which started out as rap. Hip-hop became a lifestyle. And see, so it's going on over generations. And so it's a thing of really understanding the power of the imaging, because, we have children and grandchildren and what have you. And they see these images and they hear the music. And so I've watched the evolution of it. I mean, from the beginning to through house and now as is hip-hop, how it controls.
It definitely can be controlled in that manner, because advertising is a form of controlling the brain. What you see repeatedly, what you listen to repeatedly, you'll get it in your subconscious. I want this product. So I definitely understand how music as a whole can be used to brainwash you in a sense. But like you said, you've been there for a beginning. What was your very first love with music? What got you started with the love of music?
Well, it's not a particular time or an event in particular as far as hearing music. You grow up and you hear it with your family and so on and so forth. But for me, being influenced by the industry in itself, I had just gotten out of high school and I met a person, started hanging out. She had one more year at Hyde Park High School, and she had a part-time job at Chess Records here in Chicago. That's the label, Etta James and so on and so forth. So we started associating and what have you. So that's where the beginning of my involvement in music, based upon, as far as it being from a commercial standpoint.
Now, you made like you say, a lifestyle, a lifelong love of music. You had George's Music Room out on Roosevelt on the west side, and then it moved into, if I'm correct, O'Hare? Midway. Okay, then it moved into Midway. Now, what got you started saying, well, I want to go ahead and give the people a place to come get this music that it wasn't readily available at the time?
Well, back in the day, because you all are quite young, but, there was no Tower Records, there was no chain stores. Here in Chicago, there was a place called Rose Records downtown on Wabash. That was the only actually white store, pop store that had, a wide array of black music. Other than that, you bought your music from these neighborhood places like Sonny's TV Repair and Records, Lee and Bob's Cleaners and Records. They had the 50 nails on the wall. There were very few stores like mine who were strictly all music. But bottom line is, it's me and the tens of thousands of places like myself across this country that were the access points to get black music to the community. And this is something that's been totally overlooked in all of these movies and stuff. And kind of, it disturbs me to a degree, because I've been doing it a long time. And to recognize whether it's the movies and, the TV shows that have become real popular that deal with music, there was no way the biggest music in the world right now, which is hip-hop, would have ever grew a wing if it wasn't for black record stores, the retail stores across this country, in every little hamlet and corner. I tell you, this 4 SoundScan, okay, which was a scam. But the bottom line is, these other stories we can talk about later. But it's real important for us to recognize, we're in charge of what we hear. And one of the most unique things, before 1996, you could only own 2 radio stations in any market in America. I don't know if most folks recognize that or realize it, but it was called the Telecommunications Act of 1996, and Bill Clinton signed it. That's what brought on the chain operations. This is why you can't tell if you come from Seattle, Washington, or Miami, when it comes to hip hop, or New York or Chicago anymore, it's all the same beat because it's corporate now, so they don't give a crap. Bottom line is, back in the day, oh, that's New York, that's Houston, oh, that's even New Orleans. Yeah. Oh, you definitely from Miami. And this is now. Where's the diversity? Where is it? I mean, look, excuse me, but all you young cats, man, y'all all even look alike. Dang, y'all dress alike, and show you everything, because all the music is the same, so you got to look the same. Where you individuals at, man? Come on, man. We need some, change the beat a little bit. Damn. Everybody got the same beat. Yeah, I remember James Brown did that shit. Bottom line is,
Man, that's fact. See, again, just a rare knowledge, because this is true. When you package something to the consumer, as you said, this is all they see. This is all they think of. So you got a person that sounds the same. You got a person that dressed the same. Everybody's scared to be an individual now.
Well, this again, it's become corporate world. You have certain brands that validate, your success or whatever. You can go to Macy's or Walmart, Men's Department, Ladies Department. Yeah, they got 47 shirts, just different sizes, the same exact pattern. So they know how many. Now multiply the stores. Bottom line is, you see something enough, that's going to be what it is. And this is how they market. And just think about it. They capitalized it because now you got the same beat. Y'all don't hear no blues, you don't hear no jazz, you don't hear no, R&B, some instrumentals. It's nothing to make you think. You got hip hop and video games. Your kids gonna be screwed up, man. Hey, my grandkids too, I guess. Huh?
And that's true, because they got hip hop integrated in the video games right now.
Well, I'm teaching them to be individuals like myself. Cause look, frankly, I don't want to upset anybody, but I don't hang with people my age. All they do is bitch about y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't remember when we were your age or so. So I'm just getting a kick out of still being relevant in the game, and I still enjoy it. But it's really funny watching y'all try to figure shit out, figure stuff out. Yeah?
And this is true. Like when we was bumping the music and when George came in, Migos, he got right in. Like, man, and that's the key word. Getting with the youth. Now, I was sitting there with my youngsters listening to music when they was playing on the video game. Like, I want to hear what they like. And I ended up liking some of the stuff they like. And I agree, that's how it keeps you young. So, being in the industry for so long, is there anything that you can go back and do over, would you change?
Yes, I would probably gotten more involved as far as my academics. Okay, I had the great work ethic of how to open a store and operate and what have you. Because I could have been the George's Tower Records. Bottom line is, I look back at that, but I'm not. I don't dwell on it. Bottom line is, there have been many retailers like myself who are much larger, but they're still not relevant. But they didn't give up themselves, I assume. But like me, my mother worked until the last half an hour before I was born in their first restaurant in the Bronx, New York, right? And by the time I was like 3 or 4, they had 10 restaurants, 5 in Harlem, 5 in the Bronx. So the work ethic, the community involvement, recognized that you're more of a merchant than a businessman, because this is the neighborhood you grew up in. And the thing that disappoints me, the young people today, they just grew up with chain operations. They don't know Miss Johnson and Mr. Smith and so on, had the hardware, so on and so forth. And this is what it is what it is. But if you sit back and sometimes listen to your grandmama's music, you know what I'm saying? It might tell you the story of where you come from, because if you don't just slow it down just a little bit, you're going to run into stuff and going to keep running into stuff, because it's unnecessary to be that busy. You got to slow down, and it's usually it's usually dictated by the music. And so you young producers and what have you, come on, let's get creative. Let's recognize, just, you can have some kind of beats hidden in between, but y'all have to learn how to get some music to relax by. Okay? Bottom line is, everything you do is upbeat, it's constant, everything. And that's crazy. I mean, just think about it. When you look at the history of black music, man, when you go back to the jazz, the Motown era, you had different paces of music. Young people today, it's just one beat. That's one beat, and that kind of really limits you. You don't have no time to think. And I think that's why a lot of folks wind up in jail. These young cats, man, they don't have no room to think because their brain is just going like this. Some of you producers and radio people and promoters, slow it down, DJs. Cool the room down. You know what I'm saying? Just slow a brother up. It's about a lot. You jumping all over the damn place and whatever. So y'all be having them fights and shit. Look, I know that because I be at the clubs.
Oh, we know you there. You known throughout the city. Like I say, you have to be under the rock if you don't know who this man is. He done a lot for the city as a whole, and especially in the music era, period. Not just Chicago, but everywhere. Like he said, you had the mom and pop retailers when you came through. Not only did he have CDs, but you had the DVDs as well. Like anything you wanted, you went there and you had it.
I love the way you went to your generation, but I used to have 8 tracks too.
Hey.
And cassettes. Remember those things? But it's funny, the person you had before was Sluggo. When you talk about the DJs and what have you, and people remember like Lil Lewis. Lil Lewis used to buy his first blank cassettes from my store. I had 15-minute blanks, man, way before people knew who the hell he was, okay? This is why I've enjoyed this journey through life, okay? The interaction I've had, and I've watched the growth. I've watched creative people come, not just through my store, but places I worked, because it's an art form for me. I mean, I was Etta James' driver when I was 17. Okay, it's a thing of knowing Muddy Waters and Hollywood, John Lee Hooker. It's been an amazing journey. Like Sluggo was talking about how DJs got 15 minutes each. Back in the day, you had the original Regal in Chicago, the Apollo in New York. You had the Uptown in Philadelphia, the Howard Theater in D.C. These were the palaces of black entertainment. In those days, it'd be 6 to 7 acts on a show. No tour buses. Everybody, like Cadillac Records. If you was a star, you had a Cadillac. And see, bottom line is, you did 5 shows a day. It was 6, 7 acts. Started at 1 o'clock. You signed in at 11. And that's and after those theaters, because you went on a circuit, then you did the one-nighters. They call it the Chitlin circuit. And see, these are what your rhythm section. This is the music, not a DJ. You see, so the transition of the music. This is why people, when you hear vinyl, you hear difference because you've grown up with compressed music. It's all pushed in, and your brain is hearing it that way. And see, and all you hear is a beat. When you hear some vinyl, and you can hear the crackling, and you can hear them violins, and the unique thing about it, I was there in those studios, and it was the producer that made it happen. The guy was on the floor in the studio. There wasn't no knobs like you got now. Everything is knobs, so all you got are machines, and they make beats and the whole darn thing. And so, human beings aren't even involved, except the one that's creating the beats. The rest is all computerized. So, hey, I hope I see you when you get here.
See, man, like, this is why you sit down and talk to your elders. It's so much knowledge. Like, driving for Etta James, and I'm a little older, so I know who Etta James is. And when you said Chess Records and things of that, even 8 tracks. See, that I was a youngster, and you had the big track putting in there and they're riding. This was music and records and the crackling and things of this nature. I know all of that growing up, so I understand now how it is digitized as well. It's only one sound. Everybody try to follow the same sound because you're scared to be an individual. he wasn't scared to be an individual. That's why he made his mark in this world, and you have to learn how to make your mark as well. Now, tell me, where can they find you to get to know more knowledge from you, George?
Leave me alone. I ain't telling nobody shit. No. I'm glad to say network. I zip that shit out of here. But I'm G Daniels 44 at Instagram and at George Daniels on all the other things, Facebook and Twitter. Yeah.
It was a pleasure. It was an honor, not only to get to meet you, but to get to talk with you. So, this is Rusty Blade, Chicago's very own legend, George Daniels, Urban Grind TV. We out.
Okay, so when I get paid, do I get a check for this shit? Hi, I'm George Daniels from Chicago. They call me Chicago's Music Man, and you're watching Urban Grind TV.
Hey guys, this is your girl Layla with Windy City Model Management, and be sure you check us out in Urban Grind Lifestyle Magazine Volume 3. This is going to be a great magazine, and I'm very excited to be featured in it. If you guys want to check us out for inquiries or to be able to see how you could join our team, make sure you check us out on Facebook, Windy City Model Management, and Instagram under Windy City Model MGMT. Thanks so much, and like I said, make sure you check out Volume 3 of Urban Grind Lifestyle Magazine.
I mean, you know the rules of the game. I mean, your bitch just chose me. Now we can settle this like you got some class, so we can get into some gangster shit.
I'm a player, I'm a player, I'm a player. What's up, baby girl? Himalaya, Himalaya, Himalaya. I'm the greatest, I don't save them, I don't claim them. I'm a player, I'm a player, I'm a player, I'm a player, I'm a player. What's happening? I'm a player, I'm a player, I'm a player. Himalaya, Himalaya, Himalaya. I'm the greatest, I don't save them, I don't claim them. I'm a player, I'm a player, I'm a player, I'm a player, I'm a player. Pull up in the foreign and you know she going. Spit a couple lines and you know I'm scoring. Chicago Bull with the Pelly and I rock the Jordans. Diamond shine, goddamn, almost blinded shorty. I got the glow, not a story written by Barry Gordy.
It's the pride of the East Side, DJ MH Tutter. This is Urban Grind Radio. Rusty Blade, what's good, brother?
What's good, man? Happy New Year.
Same to you, man. How you feeling? You still good? Everything all good?
I'm good, man. You know, can't complain.
How about this weather? Is it too cold for you, sir? Because it's too cold for me. Although it's Chicago, I get it. But golly, I feel like a polar bear out here, man.
Anytime you get negative anything
word
and you be like that
with a negative wind chill,
that weather ain't even born yet, like my cousin said. I said, what you say, cuz? The weather ain't born yet. It's negative. I don't want to mess with that, period. I don't care where you at.
No doubt.
We are tropical people.
But our guest on the panel today, there's nothing negative about this gentleman.
No, sir.
Like, this guy is not just his story so inspirational and positive.
Facts.
But what he brings to music is positive. Mm-hmm. We have Rob Jones, the creator, in the building. How you doing, sir?
What's going on?
What's up, fellas? What's going on?
Nothing much. Nice to meet you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you guys, man. Shouts out to Urban Grind TV. Wally, what's up, man?
We appreciate you for being here. So for people who don't know you, Rob Jones, give us a little bit of detail about who you are, sir.
Man. Chicago native, man. Born and raised on the low end of Chicago. Area called The Hole. You know what I'm saying? For those who are familiar with
yes, sir.
the Robert Taylor Home Project.
Yes,
you
sir.
know what I'm saying? Man, you know, I'm just first off, I'm a man of God.
No doubt.
First off, and I mean, he blessed me with the ability to sing, produce, and write. That's what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? I'm blessing artists with the just that ability to create good music. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Yeah, man. I'm just overall happy man right now, man. I mean, just I feel good about life right now. You know what I mean?
I hear that. So how long you been doing music? Like, what got you to start producing and just want to be a part of music?
Well, I mean, it goes back to, after I lost my sight, I had to transfer schools that catered to the blind. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And in that class, it was a teacher who was giving out free piano lessons to the blind students, and she offered me the free piano lessons, so I took them and just fell in love with the piano. And after learning how to play classical music, I knew that wasn't really something I was going to want to pursue, like being a classical pianist or a concert pianist or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So I just applied the skills that she gave me to be able to create the music that I did like, and that was R&B, hip hop. I just took those skills and started creating my own music, and that's pretty much how I started. And started recording in the studios, and people don't know I was a rapper first. Okay. I mean, I used to rap, and I was making rap beats and all that. And then my brother came along and was like, "Man, you need to pursue singing. That's more you." You know what I mean? And I took his word and went right into it, and it just fit. So, but yeah, that's when I started producing it, right, and all that.
Before we go into the story about how you lost your sight, let's go into, like, when did you realize that playing instruments and singing is something that you can do professionally?
I guess when I got on the stage and everybody was screaming for me, all the ladies were screaming for me. Okay. So I wanted to continue. Feeling that. You know what I mean? So that was inspirational for me. And that actually happened in grammar school. So wow. And I continued that on to high school, college. Continuously getting that response. So, but yeah, that's when I knew.
No doubt. So I saw your story, your documentary, and basically you were tying your shoe, and when you stood up, you got hit by a straight bullet. That's how you lost your sight?
Yes.
Wow.
I was standing in this area called the Breezeway.
Okay.
And that's that's the area where you can go from the front of the buildings to the back of the building. Mm-hmm. And there was a teenager that was behind the building. He was trying to shoot. He was trying to hit someone that was on a nearby bench. So the person was sitting down. So he basically was my height at that time, because I was probably like 4'11". Okay. And he's a teenager, don't know how to aim or anything, and struck me. Wow. Instead of striking the person he was trying to shoot. Took my sight instantly. I was rushed to the University of Chicago Hospital. That's when I found out that I couldn't see. And my family was there. They was there to support me and show me love at that time. But I actually I was actually straight. You know what I mean? By it happening to me at a young age, I really didn't know what was going on. Mm-hmm. So my family thought I did. Like, they thought I knew like how tragic it was. I really didn't. And they found that out because I heard the news stating that little Robert Jones was struck in the head and he lost his sight, and doctors said he'll never see again. So I started crying because I knew that didn't sound right. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they asked me, they trying to calm me down, and they was asking me what's your main thing you're worried about, Robert? And my main thing I was worried about was, I was like, am I still going to be able to eat? So that just really made my family and friends know that I was going to be all right, because that was the only concern I had. You know what I mean? Just am I going to be able to find my mouth? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah. So and it's it's a blessing. That's all I can say, man.
Absolutely. And so you was able to meet Oprah. Oprah interviewed you, and you were one of her favorite interviews, from what I got from that.
Yeah, yeah. That, I think she. I'm trying to remember what year that was. Maybe 2007, maybe.
Okay.
She had this her old magazine. They put like the top 20 most memorable guests, and I fell like in between 1 and 5.
Wow.
So I'm honored that she considered me one of her most memorable guests. And I've been on her show 3 times.
Okay.
So she really been instrumental in getting my story out there. She got a chance to she gave me a chance to be able to show some of my music on a couple of those episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And last year she did the Where Are They Now, and I was able to really put my music out there and what I'm doing now and all that. So shouts out to Oprah. I mean,
absolutely.
Now, let me say, speaking of music, what are you currently working on as we speak?
Well, I just dropped an album, all original music, called Sounds of Love. You can get that. I have it on iTunes, all the digital outlets for purchase. That's my latest project. I'm actually working on another 12-track album that's going to be dropping in May. I'm also working with different rap artists because a lot of people don't know that I make rap beats.
Okay.
So they don't really know that side. I'm cold on like both of them. So
no doubt.
With the R&B and the rap, you know what I'm saying. As far as commercial, anyway, I do a lot of commercial tracks, commercial music, and just be looking out for that tag. The creator did it. You know what I mean. And when you hear that tag, I did the production on there. So I got one of the artists that I'm working with now in the studio. Shouts out to Miranda Wright.
Shout out to Miranda Wright in the building.
She just dropped her mixtape that's out there. It's gonna be on iTunes this month. You'll be able to get it. I'm not sure you gotta give me the title. The Right Way. You know what I mean? So y'all be looking out for that. That's gonna be dropping this month. So you know what I mean?
No doubt. So how has music helped you with the loss of your sight? Like, how has that been? What has the influence of music been for you with this process?
That's a great question, man. Well, what people don't know or what people tend to forget is that, God don't put you under anything He don't feel you can handle.
Absolutely.
And when He take one thing away, He blesses you with something else.
Absolutely.
And that, me losing my sight and learning how to play the piano and being this dope producer, that's all God. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think He knew that would, keep me, just keep my foundation, solid. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
By leaning on music and creating music and just being nice at it. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Because he ain't just give me the ability to create. He gave me the ability to create something like great music. Man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's what music do for me, man. It fulfills me. You know what I mean? It completes me, and man, I can't see myself without it. So
I hear that. How did you come up with the name The Creator?
It's a double meaning to it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I consider myself a creator.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a creator of music, creative song, and also the ultimate creator, God. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Who blessed me with these skills to create. I'm basically representing both when you hear that tag.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The creator, God Almighty, and yours truly.
I dig that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I got a question. Mm-hmm. You started playing the piano first, so did you start composing music first, or you already were writing songs beforehand?
I mean, I was already writing songs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, like I said, my influences was like a lot of like male groups.
Okay.
Like, you know, Jodeci and Boyz II Men and Shy. You know, that 90s stuff. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of babies made to that music.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you know, I was with a couple of other blind cats, you know what I'm saying, and we consider ourselves to be all those groups.
Okay.
So we'll sit there and just come up with songs, you know what I mean? And by me having, like I said, the skills to you know chord progressions and all of that, you know, we just, you know, it was all just by chance, man. You know, that we you know was able to come up with these songs and start just producing. You know what I mean? It was just us playing around.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it just so happened that we're like, man, we good at this, man.
That's right.
So, and then once you get that in your head, and once you feel that, it just continues, man.
No
and
doubt.
it just gets better and better. And yeah, I mean that's basically how it went.
Which do you prefer, being an artist or a producer?
I love being a producer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I love that's like the background, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, this, what you call it? You know, just being able to create you know, just in the back. You know what I mean? Playing, you know,
you don't want to be in the forefront with it.
I mean, I'm cool with that too.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I like being that person that's working the background.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Just doing the writing and then doing the producing. And yeah, so producing, I would say that's my favorite.
Can we talk about Miranda Wright real quick?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What made you decide that she was somebody that you wanted to work with?
Hey man, I met her. I mean, our history is like long. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's a long history. I mean, she came at me when as a teenager. You know what I'm saying? And just her the fire that she had. When actually her uncle brought her to me, okay. And you know, I want my niece to, you know, rap for you. I'm like, okay, go ahead. And the aggression that she just had, and just how animated she was, man, I knew then that she was gonna be something special. You know what I'm saying?
You were, yeah.
So you know what I mean? You know, you just the energy that she brought to the table just really impressed me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then, you know, we end up getting the, you know, chance to work with each other. I helped her with a first mixtape. The name of it escapes me. You remember the name of that? Boss. Oh, okay. Okay. Wait. That speaks for itself. That's her mentality. You know what I mean? And then, you know, she had took a little break. You know what I mean? And you know, we got right back at it a few years later. And you know, now she dropping this new heat. You know what I mean? The right way. You know what I mean? But like I said, I knew she was special, and she was a teenager.
Is she hard to work with? Like, what's her process in the studio?
Just listening to what I say, and basically, you know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna steer her wrong. You know what I mean? And you know, sometimes that's like pulling teeth, especially when you know, if it's a song that she wrote.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to help her project it in a way where everybody feels it, and not just her feeling it. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, you know, we work great. You know what I'm saying? We create great music, man, and you know, I love working with her.
So being that it's a new year, like, what could we expect from Rob Jones in 2018?
Just a whole lot of content, my man. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of content, man. I'm about to be dropping music all this year. Okay. Dropping videos. I just did like 3 videos last year that's going off. That's going into this year because we're still pumping it. I just did a Steppers video to my Love's Gonna Last song.
Okay.
I did Catching Feelings. Yeah. from you know, it's a spin off the original Love's Gonna Last.
That's one of my favorites, by the way.
I appreciate it, my man. Catching Feelings is another dope joint. I just did a video too. And a joint called Candy. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's gonna be a lot of content, man. I mean, I'm working on a book right now that's telling my life story.
Okay.
A lady's interested in turning it into a play.
Wow.
And from that point, you know what I'm saying, I mean, sky's the limit. Or sky's not the limit, I should say. Oh man, there's no limit after that point. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
I like that. Yeah, so just it's a whole lot of Rob Jones in 2018.
I hear that.
Yes, sir.
So what keeps you going?
Man, I mean, I got, you know what I'm saying, I got kids, you know what I'm saying, as well.
Yeah.
You know,
No doubt.
You know,
That's real.
Daddy don't work, they can't eat. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm pushing and trying to get to that, you know, that money bracket that I feel like I deserve to be in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you know that my kids are straight. You know what I'm saying? So that's my main motivation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to artists, like how do you choose who you're going to work with? Like, what does an artist have to have for you to decide that you're going to help them with whatever project they want to push or whatever?
Well, I don't really do the choosing. You know what I mean? They usually come at me. You know what I mean? They hear me work with someone else, or you know, they hear some of my material you know, from somebody else, and then they like, man, I want to work with him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I like collaborating, period. So I don't really turn down no one. You know what I'm saying? But once you once you get in the studio, that's when you know if the chemistry is right.
Absolutely.
Because I had to walk out of sessions before, because it's like, what, you know, why you got me here if you're gonna do what you want to do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, I don't need to be here for that. So, but at the end of the day, they choose me. You know what I mean? They choose to work with me. Like even cats in the industry, I didn't say I want to work with them. I mean, even though the experience was great working with them, but they wanted to work with me.
Okay, so like, who are some of those guys that you work with, or artists? Period.
I mean, I work with Future. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I work with Gucci Man.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the old school, I work with Slim from 112.
Okay.
Tasha from Escape. Let me see, Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying? T.I.
Wow.
Man, it's a
everybody.
long list, man.
Yeah, I see.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of music that's still sitting, because it was within the last 3 years that I've done these projects. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So these songs are still, some of them are still set to come out. So but I'm supposed to be working with Future again, because he's going into pop. You know what I mean? He really want to do that pop music now.
Okay.
So I got a pretty good ear with that, and he liked what he heard. So be looking out for that.
So back to the documentary, because you just named a lot of Atlanta artists, and I saw that you said Atlanta was calling you in the documentary. So is that why you have such a good rapport with Atlanta artists?
Yeah, man. I mean, they embraced me. So as soon as I got down there, you know what I'm saying, like 2011.
Okay.
They embraced me with open arms, man. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
They heard the music, and was everywhere they go. You know, they called me the blind sensation.
Wow.
That's what it is. And that was started by this guy named Double D. I don't know if y'all ever heard of him, but he's doing it. He did the intro on Young Scooter.
Okay.
First mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
He got the little raspy voice. You know what I'm saying? He the first one. Start calling me the blind sensation. He always, man, what a blind sensation at? You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So everybody really just labeled me the blind sensation. Like, if you go out there, go in any, I pretty much worked in all the studios, Penthouse Studios, like I said, Big Play, Patchworks, all them, they know me. So, you know what I mean? And they all did some did some work on some of my music too, whether it was me or another artist. So. Yeah, man. So Atlanta, man, I send love out to Atlanta, man. They showed me a whole lot of love.
No doubt. So how do you handle the hard times, Rob? Like, me as a DJ, it's times where sometimes I'm like, yo, am I doing the right thing? Should I keep going? Or like, I gotta find it with inward in me to keep pushing. How do you handle those type of situations?
Hey, for me, man, if I gotta question it, I don't need to be doing it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't never a thing where I'm questioning if I need to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been blessed to, you know, get to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go further. So I try to stay away from any kind of negative mindset.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And I can just keep it. I just keep it moving. You know what I mean? Until I'm just all right. Till I say I don't even want to do this no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But until then, it's all positive, man. You know what I'm saying? I keep that positive vibe, that positive flow, and just know that, man, I'm gonna keep hitting people with dopeness until it just, you know, blow. Like it just blow on that level that I feel that it should blow.
So, if ever, when would you feel like it's time to call it quits? Like when do you think you will be ready to retire?
I can't say. That's too far in the future for me, my man. So,
I hear that.
Yeah, I can't really. I can't put no number on that.
No doubt.
I gotta ask this question. Being an artist myself, I understand the tug of war when it becomes a situation where you have an idea, but you as a person that produces, you see it sometimes better. Mm-hmm. Because I've sat down and then when they do their idea, you be like, man, I never even thought of that. It's so much better. Mm-hmm. That's the part of the tug of war that gets. Has there ever been a situation where you just say, you know what, I just can't do it. I refuse to work with that person?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I said, I don't want to throw no names out there.
Right.
But,
no, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying overall. You came across a situation.
Yeah, I told you, I walked out of sessions, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at one point it was too many people, too many cooks in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
And I consider myself one of the main cooks or the chef at the end of the day. And and then you got everybody else trying to throw their ingredients in, I mean, with no order.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can't work like that. You know what I'm saying? I called my mans and said, well, I'm gonna lead them to this. And I just left. So yeah. So no, I definitely feel you on that, though, man. Yeah. I mean, I don't think people hear music like I hear music.
Right.
I don't think people hear music like Stevie Wonder hears music or Ray Charles. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, man, it's so crazy to describe, man. You know what I'm saying? We actually it's almost like we actually become the music. You know what I mean? And it flows out like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it you know, that's how we create. Mm-hmm. We become the music, man. And then a lot of people don't go that far as becoming the music. You know what I mean?
Now, and I'm gonna say this too. And Mike, you being a DJ, you know how to control a crowd with the music. Mm-hmm. Like what Rob is saying, how you become the music when you compose it, when you write to it. When I write to it, we sit down and we get the whole vibe and we'll see it before us. So I understand a person in our field that handles or messes with music outside to somebody who don't. Because see, I sit down now and when I listen to the radio, I can't enjoy a song. Have you ever came across that? Because you judge it.
Yeah.
Like I can hear where you cut in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I don't even listen to the radio, man. That's how bad it is for me, man. It's like, I mean, it's good music out there. You know, don't get me wrong, but it's just people are not feeling it, man. People are not like really becoming one with the music. Not like they used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Michael Jackson, he became one with the music, man. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, Kales, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of Kales. He become one with the music, man. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And that's what I feed on. I feed off of that. You know, the amount of people I listen to and you know, like they spirit lives in me. You know what I mean? Because I feel what they feel. You know what I mean? When I listen to the music, it's not just me listening to the music. I'm drawn. You know what I'm saying? I'm like in it. You know what I mean? Like listening to every sound and just absorbing like everything, man. You know what I mean? And it's just not a lot of artists or a lot of producers that approach it that way. So
now, speaking of producing, what particular sound do you like the most in a track? Like when I listen for a track, one thing I do love is violins. Mm-hmm. Like, is there any particular drum, percussion, horn that, like, man, I gotta have that to make my music?
Hey man, I just like dope chord progressions, man. I mean the chord progressions grab me. You know, then you fill it all in with the drums and all that, you know what I mean? And depending on the genre of music, you know what I'm saying, it kind of switches for me. Like for the hip hop, you know, the rap, it's that drum. You know what I'm saying? The drum, the bass, all that's got to be knocking. Like all the rest of the music don't really, you know, it's not that important. You know what I'm saying? You know, when it comes to that, you know what I'm saying, with that style of music. But yeah, man, it varies. You know, depending on the genre. You know what I mean? Because I kind of touch on all music. You know what I mean? I create country music, man, pop music.
That's dope.
Right. Just everything, bro. You know, and like I said, with each one, it's different. Like the drums are not that heavy in country music. You know what I'm saying? It's mainly about chord progression, that guitar. You know what I'm saying? And carrying that song basically in the melody. So like I said, it just depends.
Is piano the only instrument you play?
That's my main instrument.
Okay.
But I played the drums, you know what I mean, a little bit of the guitar. And I mainly work with those to the point where I can do what I need for the production, you know, of the song. Other than that, I have a drummer come in and lace what I hear.
Okay.
Or a guitar player come in and lace what I hear, especially like if I can't, you know, play it myself. You know what I mean? But yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So for people who not in tune with you, where can they find you on social media?
Well, it's Rob Jones Win. You know what I mean? That's Win with 2 N's. For Facebook and Instagram. Them are the main 2 pages that I promote.
Okay.
I got a Twitter, but I don't really be on Twitter. I need to start back getting on Twitter because Twitter been popping lately. Yeah. So that's something that I need to get back into. Like I got my music on YouTube, and that's under Rob Jones. You can go check out my videos on YouTube. That's mainly what I'm pushing right now.
What about artists who want to get in tune with you? How can they get in tune with you?
Well, like I said, with Instagram, you know what I mean, I have an assistant that runs my Instagram and pretty much take all whatever DMs or whatever, so they can DM me, or they can inbox me on Facebook or however, you know what I mean, however way. You can get to me, put it like that.
Right. No doubt.
Yes, sir.
It's Urban Grind Radio. Rob Jones, the creator. The homie Rusty Blade is in the building. DJ MH Tutter, the pride of the East Side. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.